Okay, another little video here. I've had a few people report this to me, and I've seen it quite a few times over the ages on the circular screw-in eyepieces. Where they get seized from grit, and someone has their eyeball constantly up against the camera. You know, after 50, 60,000 plus shutter clicks, what happens is that the threads seize. What you need to do to take care of that, since this is someone else's camera I was working on, and theirs was pretty hard, you know, it was pretty tough seized, is that you take a pot holder, but before I get to that, there's a little rubber eye cuff that comes off of the screw-on rear eyepiece, like a D700 and D800 series. That what you do is you peel off that rubber eye cup first, just peel it off, and then what you do is you lay your pot holder right on top, or one of those really sticky silicone pads for holding your cell phone. You lay it flat on there, and you stick your hand and you slowly twist it off. That's one way to do it. Another way, although it causes marring, is take some wide pliers once you get the rubber O-ring off the back of the eye finder, and there's some knurling all the way around this, and you gently twist it off. Make sure, of course, that your shutter is closed before you do any of this, so that nothing falls in on your actual viewfinder prism. And it took me a good hard twist to get it off, but I finally got it off. And like I said, 3 or 4 of you guys have reported that to me, and it's always a pretty common issue. I do something that nobody else does. Well, they should do. I mean, other people have told me they do it. I apply a very, very thin bit of, like a smear of a smear. I mean, just basically nearly invisible, to the threads of the eye finder, and then screw it back in. It's not going to interfere with anything. It can't migrate at all. It's not going to collect dust because it's on the threads between the eye finder and the screw-in, the female screw-in slot for the back of the eye finder slot. So that's the way to get your seized eye finder off. And I said, it's common from sweat and grit for it to seize in place like that. You want to, if it gets broken, what happens typically is this gets broken, or someone wants to replace it with like a magnifier, and they figure out, oh my god, it won't come off. Yeah, because Nikon screwed it in there dry when they built it, and you know, you've had your sweat and grit collecting on there for 60, 70,000 shots. So anyway, there's a little trick to getting that off. Pot holder. And last resort, use a pair of pliers around the knurling and gently twist it off. Thanks for watching.